One of the most important but overlooked items in laying out a content strategy is the negative keyword list or the blacklist. If you're not familiar with these terms, it simply refers to the list of words that you do not want on your website. So it might sound counterintuitive at first. I mean, why would you care about the words that you do not want on your website? But really, it's very important to maintain this list. What happens in the life of a website is you're continually importing new keywords, usually in the form of Google Keyword Tools CSV files or just text documents. So you always have this new data coming in. And so you don't want to get into a situation where you have to keep cleaning this new data, where you're always removing the same keywords again and again and again. And so that's why we keep a blacklist in Keyword Organizer, because once you blacklist a keyword one time, then it will never bother you again. You don't have to look at it again if you don't want to. So as in the demo video, if we were making a low-carb diet website and our competitor was the Atkins diet, then we could just click the black swatch next to the keyword, and this will immediately put the keyword phrase onto the blacklist. So if we want to get all of our keyword phrases that contain the word Atkins onto our blacklist, then we could just go down this list and select every one, or we could use what's called the negative keyword list. So the negative keyword list is just a list of words that should be immediately sent to the blacklist as soon as Keyword Organizer encounters them. So for example, I have the word Atkins written in my negative keyword list here. And so when I apply this list, then Keyword Organizer will look for any keyword phrase that contains this word, Atkins. And if it finds this word, it will simply send this keyword phrase to the blacklist. It will do the same thing when you import CSV files too. Any keyword phrase with the word Atkins will be sent to the blacklist. So how do you know which words to actually put in your negative keyword list? Well, you usually don't until you start working with your project. Your negative keyword list should evolve as your project evolves. What you'll find is as you're browsing through your list of keywords, then the words that do not belong on your website will start to pop out at you. And it's your job to get these words onto your negative keyword list so they don't bother you anymore. Now, fortunately, we've made this really easy in Keyword Organizer. For example, we can see the keyword phrase gluten-free diet here. Now, in the example carb-free diet website, we won't have much use for words about gluten-free dieting. So right away, I know that I want to add the word gluten to my negative keyword list. So this is pretty easy to do because when I right-click my mouse over the actual word itself, then we can see that Keyword Organizer will determine which word in the phrase I just clicked. And it will ask me if I want to send this word, in this case the word gluten, to the negative keyword list. So I just click it and you can see that Keyword Organizer has just added this word to the top of my negative keyword list. So if I click apply, then Keyword Organizer will search for these words and we can see I just managed to blacklist 24 gluten words on my project. It's that easy. So there's a lot of value in maintaining a negative keyword list, and it becomes apparent really fast as soon as your project has merely a couple hundred keywords or so. Even if you only use Keyword Organizer for just this one task, then it's actually worth it because when you're doing keyword research, you're always working to try to prevent this sea of incoming data from distracting you from your goal of publishing the website itself. So hopefully, Keyword Organizer will make this whole process a lot easier for you and allow you to focus on finding the best keywords and creating the best content for your website.